Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon. Hope it's wonderful. So, I recently watched Halloween by Rob Zombie, revisiting it, so to speak. I have seen the unrated edition as well of this film. I actually owned own the unrated edition physical copy. The theatrical version is the only one they have in digital. So I finally saw that for the first time, the theatrical version of this, and I gotta say that after watching the original Halloween from 1978 and doing a review for the first time watching it, if you take away all of the scenes from the beginning of this movie with Sherry Moon Zombie, William Forsythe, and the kid who plays him, Dag Ferrick, and whatnot. And if you actually just get rid of all the past moments, cut a little bit of this film up, or other moments out of this film, you have a movie that is almost a shot-for-shot remake of Halloween, just with different sequences. I will say this movie is actually very well cut. A lot of people give the Rob Zombie films a lot of guff and such, but honestly, I thought his interpretation was pretty well faithful to the original John Carpenter one. Now, am I saying it's a perfect film? Absolutely not. The unrated, I can actually tell you, is basically a more sexed up version of this film, where they essentially switch out the escape from Michael Myers with a scene where the orderlies at the insane asylum where he's at take a woman in his room or take a female person who's committed there, and they rape her in front of Michael until it just bothers him enough to kill both of them. And then there's the scene where, what's her name? I think it's Annie, or whatever her name is. No, the other the other one. Not Annie, but shoot. Well, the other character that's not Danielle Harris's character. Her character having sex with her boyfriend and the whole see something you like or see anything you like line. The unrated edition basically just makes or zooms out a little bit for that shot where she gets choked out, where you can see full frontal. Other than that, there's really not much else that is different in the films. I mean, extended shots, extended dialogue, and such with the Dag Ferrick sequences at the insane asylum. Also, the introduction to Loomis's character, played by Malcolm McDowell. I gotta say that this movie was it's almost like watching a semi-different version of the film. And objectively, the scenes are pretty well done. It kind of almost lends a seriously supernatural element to him, because where Michael Myers isn't in one moment, he is like right there this next moment. Speed cutting is, or what I call it, yeah, speed cutting, where the parents to Laurie Strode are getting ready to go into the house, and then her adoptive father turns around, bam! Michael's right there, and just slashes this dude's throat, drags him into the house, and whatnot. So it's like, how the hell did he get there that fast without running, you know? So yeah, this movie has a nice element to it. I don't like that you can actually see the eyes of Michael Myers. Michael Myers has always been best when you can't see his eyes, in my opinion. The eyes being, well, black as the devil's eyes is the pretty much the best way to do Michael Myers. Now, Tyler Mane as Michael Myers, the adult Michael Myers, he did a great job, honestly. He pretty much was this taller version of him and such. The breakout sequence in this theatrical version, where he just busts the restraints and then goes total psycho on the cops, is an interesting take. I actually like how he just slaughters the cops. It's like, yeah, but I mean, it was perfect. It was really a perfect storm, because this Michael, or the Michael that was in the unrated edition of this, he simply just stopped what he was doing, turned around, and started killing the guys that were in his room raping that client, or the other woman that was committed there. And he leaves her alone, I believe. Where in this movie, you can actually see, as he's being transferred, you can see that he is getting more and more agitated. You could see that he's getting more frustrated with what's going on. He was taken away from his room, away from the picture of his sister, which they go with the route with in this, that Laurie Strode is the sister. Is this movie by any stretch of the imagination perfect? No. Is this movie by any stretch of the imagination a great tale of horror? It falls just short of a great tale. I'll say that. Objectively, the two different versions of this film, theatrical and unrated, I would actually put around 7.5. There is some great moments in it. However, the Daeg Faerch moments of this film and the childhood of Michael Myers, making him a complete psycho where he talks after the murders, it doesn't make sense. I mean, I always liked he hasn't spoken a word since he was a child. You know? You don't get reasons behind why he kills. The unrated edition makes it very clear why he kills a couple or different people. He kills the nurse that he kills, that shows the evil right in front of his mother. The reason why he kills that nurse was because she saw the picture of his sister and was like, couldn't possibly be related to you. Basically, she taunted him. Where Michael in these films wants his family back, essentially. And it's like, how do you portray that? How do you sell that, you know? It doesn't make sense. But I do like what they tried to do with this film. The second one, it goes downhill on that one, but I do like some of the acting in the second film, especially on the part of Brad Dourif, because Brad Dourif's losing his daughter, having his daughter injured and killed in the second one, it sets him off, which is great. Sheriff Brackett. Brad Dourif is Sheriff Brackett. Even in this one, he plays, or as Sheriff Brackett. Brad Dourif is a great actor. I mean, they got great actors in this film. Danny Trejo as the orderly that looked after Mikey, that helped take care of him while he was locked up there. William Forsythe basically playing a busted up pedophilic piece of shit was a great freaking portrayal. I mean, this movie does a great job with the actors that it has. And honestly, it was a great cast in a mediocre film. That's basically what it is. But I do appreciate how they did it, you know? Scout Taylor Compton as Laurie Strode, honestly, I think she did a pretty good job as Laurie. Danielle Harris returning back as, or to the Halloween franchise in Rob Zombies, where she played Jamie Strode, or whatever her name was in the original Halloween universe. She plays a good role in this movie. I mean, she plays her character, Annie Brackett, very well. I just feel that this movie literally could have lost the past version of the origin, you know? Because honestly, giving motive behind Michael doesn't work, in my opinion. But I do applaud them for trying to put something there, you know? Anyway, yeah, objective, both versions, both theatrical and unrated, are 7.5 out of 10. They could have done a little bit better. Well, actually a lot better. But for the most part, the film is solid. Subjectively, I put both versions at more of an 8.5. I can forgive some of the things that I have a problem with the objective, which is more critical. But I do appreciate how they tried going this route with it. Moviegoer, it's pretty good for a horror movie. I mean, it does the job. It tells the story. So yeah, I'll put it at more of a 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. But anyway, whichever version you see of Rob Zombie's Halloween, whether it be theatrical or unrated, I think that they did a very good job with it. I just don't think that they did a great job with it. Anyway, folks, that is going to be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What did you think of the Rob Zombie Halloween movie? Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below, folks. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.